Now, the whole reason why I kind of like reciprocated energy with King Pill, right? Because DoLow a real homie from where he from, and then I don't think he is giving no false flowers out, right? So when I heard that King Pill was locked up with you and he was doing his due diligence, right? And you stepped there like, no. I mean, he was getting busy. I'm like, okay. All right, smooth. Even though I don't know him from like how he be outside, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out, whatever. So that's when I'm like, all right, he's smooth. But you seen the recent that went on the last episode when he was on here?
Yeah, I seen it.
Right. All right. Now back from that. So when you seen the other episode, like the baby oil and all that shit, and everybody like saying what they saying. So what you were saying? You were saying like that's just entertainment. He being an actor, or like what you thought about the little baby oil shit, or what?
If I'm speaking like podcasting language, I'm gonna say like he was in character.
That's what I said.
What would you say if you were in like prison talking about it? Like, blood gay.
He didn't act like that in the pen. Like, so, yeah.
I think he was in character. That's all I was trying to tell people, because I talked to him on the phone. He regular, he vibing with his son in the background, all the little shits. I'm like, okay, he in character, just like a lot of these YouTubers. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he's somebody who like pretty much saw, because like haven't seen a lot of his older stuff over the years, and haven't talked to people like Wack about him buying promo and kind of being more like a normal dude back in the day. It's like I feel like he really looked at 4Extra and said, oh, I can do that. I could like, this is, if I turn it up and act like a really silly, crazy, exaggerated version of myself, and then maybe like people will pay more attention to me, and it definitely worked.
I would have to line the timeline up. You said like 4Extra?
Well, I'm just saying that I think that probably looking at people like him, or even like a Crip Mac, or like all these people who've kind of like played the internet, which I don't really think 4Extra playing a character. I don't think that Crip Mac playing a character, but definitely like at times they kind of hype shit up for the internet.
Do you think Crip Mac is playing a character? I don't know him, so I wouldn't know.
No. Crip Mac legit got mental health problems, right?
Yeah.
But he know how to get regular if he want to.
Right.
You know why? Because if you're in that county jail, you're in a dorm. You all them antics and shit you doing right here at this table, he can't do that in that dorm. So and he not just what up, cuz to everybody. He like what up, black for sure. He gonna get it right.
You gonna get it.
And I know people that been in jail with him. And Crip Mac, he know to program and beat and have sense when it's time to. He is cool for sure. If he wanted to, he could go on the yellows and go over there if he wanted to. But he don't. He put on blues like us three do. And he programmed like a regular inmate. Like,
I mean, like if you want to get attention on the internet, like picture if you had came in to do this interview and you had like been like, you know what? I'm gonna hit myself with the baby oil. I'm gonna think up like 10 stupid things to say throughout the interview. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that. And part of it too is like putting allegations on famous people or other gang members, or just saying crazy shit. Like I know King Pill didn't say that shit about Big Sad by accident. You know, he knew that was gonna be
I believe that might be some truth to it though.
I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying that he was thinking like, what can I say to get people to pay attention?
That was part of the gimmicks, and he banged whoever he did.
He what?
He threw piss on Big Sad. That was one thing he said.
Hold on.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm talking about he said he smashed LMA or something.
No, he said he SZA, which SZA did not grow up on the West Coast.
Yeah, but we all know that was like but why everybody trying to come down on him like we thought he was passing it off as the truth. We know he playing though, right? Or did y'all think he was talking to you? I mean, y'all thought he was really trying to pass it off.
I mean, I was trying to keep an open mind, but then I looked it up like 5 seconds after, and I was like, she didn't even fucking grow up out here, so you're obviously lying.
Right.
I didn't even bother looking.
Lying or trolling though. I didn't think he was trying to pass it off as the truth. I thought he was trying to get everybody attention.
It was part of his play.
Right.
That's that big homie CC shit. Is like big homie CC is like, oh, I was a security guard and I know that this rapper's gay and this rapper's gay, etc. And then like you dig into it and you're like, oh, you didn't actually do security for any of those people. You're just talking at your ass.
I would hate to be a rapper, bro.
I'm not saying that none of it is true, but for sure a lot of it was fake. Yeah. But okay, so wait, as long as you're doing the King Pill topic, like what was your relationship with him while you were in there?
I had respect for him because he used to catch his face. My bad.
That's right.
Yeah, I had respect for him because he used to catch his face, and like he never did nothing weird on that yard. Because there was a lot of dudes doing weird on that yard, and he was one of the ones that like was dependent on when certain things that happened, he'd step out there. So that's what gave me the respect I have for him. Like as far as how he chose to move on the internet. I might look at that different because like I'm coming with just like rapping. Like I don't have no gimmick or nothing like that. So I might have my opinion about how he choosing to do his thing, but I see that a lot on the internet. It's not just him. You feel me? So I don't really think too much of that.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a decision. Like, do I want to kind of play this character and maybe get attention, but have people think I'm a goofy, versus do I want to just be myself and everybody will say like, yeah, he's a real dude. He's a solid dude. He's exactly like what he's like on camera. But then meanwhile, it's not exactly super viral.
Hey, this what I hate,
seen this
right?
a lot.
Because so after the last episode, like I always do, I'll be leaving right after. Like boom, I get up out of here. So it exploded with you and King Pill, right?
You were surprised when you heard about that?
No. well, I was like, damn, because the whole time King Pill don't know that in the No Jumper group text, you was like, King Pill could be a good podcaster, a good addition. I mess with King Pill, but Flacco, of course, hating. You know what I'm saying? Me and you
I would have loved to see that.
Hold on, but me and Adam was speaking up for him. Like he's like, he's like, well, if he ain't, I could make him into a good podcaster. This is what Adam's saying. But then after the shit ended, he blew up. I'm like, damn, I ain't like fucked it up. Like, not, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even get a chance to have the conversation with him where it's like, hey, listen, if we do a 4-hour podcast and you say like 8 words the whole time, that's not good. Like, because he was silent that whole fucking pod, and it got way more quiet after the NFA situation. But even before that, and he's talking about, these topics suck. I'm like, bro. We got like the biggest mass shooting of all time in the rap culture in Chicago. One of the most popular No Jumper hosts of all time blew his fucking hand off.
That was crazy.
And you're telling me that these topics suck? Like sometimes the topics do suck. This week we got a lot of shit that is pretty interesting to talk about. I don't know. I was surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Fucking whatever. King Pill, he can go do whatever he wants. I don't care anymore.
Nah, that would have been a good look for him.
Yeah, but he effed it up. I'm like, damn, B team. I wish I would have lingered that day, like soccer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, keep back, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I always beat it, like, you know what I'm saying? But shit.
Yeah, that situation did not happen until notably you and Hefe and your entourages had all already left.
Right.
Which is kind of interesting.
What's up with the clickbait though? Hold on. So some of the clickbait say you owe him some money. Then the other one talking about you about to shoot, or
the irony of that is that he had already gotten the money sent to him through Cash App by the time that he was freaking out and yelling. Like if he had grabbed his phone instead of filming, he had looked at the notifications, he would have seen that he had already got the money. Which is because that's what I told him. And yeah, you can smoke. I don't know if that's what you just said, but
it kind of.
But yeah, he didn't really have to worry about it. He already got the money. Because to me, it's like even if I don't with the way you acted or whatever, it's like if I told you I'm gonna pay you, I'm still gonna pay you. I'm not trying to rip anybody off, you know.
So is it a way to put a Band-Aid over this, right? Because you let the white boy Milk come back up here. He was No Jumper bashing for sure.
That's a good point.
So because I think really, hey, turn that shit down. I think it was misdirected anger, right? Because of the ant situation, really, frustrated. So you think it could be give it like a month or something? It could be a Band-Aid over it.
I don't really think so, honestly.
No?
I'm not. If anything, I'm trying to have less J-Cats in my vicinity. Like I feel like
you attracted to J-Cats, bro. Hold on. Crib Mac is a J-Cat. 607 is a J-Cat.
Burnt out.
Hold on. I ain't gonna call 4X's a J-Cat,
but both of those people don't do drugs.
Who don't do drugs?
Like 607 don't smokes weed. He don't drink. He don't do drugs.
I'm not sure about 607.
Crib Mac, I never seen do drugs besides weed and alcohol.
I think Crip Mac just do old English.
Yeah.
But
Hey, if I ever get a chance to snort a line with Crip Mac, I'm doing it.
And get them
I want
going.
to know what that's like.
Don't get them violated.
No. Oh, well, that's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
What if he crazy?
Well, that's kind of part of the deal. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna see the real monster come out of him.
Oh, which one?
Crip Mac. If you did coke with him, his first time doing coke, oh, you're gonna see a whole different version of him.